Hello, this is Darren Martineau here. In today's video, I'm going to talk about breaking patterns. Okay. The first thing you want to do is focus on consistent hard work. Okay. There's no secret to success. It's just hard work. Then there's consistently working hard, not only harder but working smarter. And you want to do both. When you have a project, you want to get the hard work done first, early in the morning, when you're fresh and you're energized. And then you want to do the simple things. You want to get the hard work out of the way first. Okay, no matter what you're doing in life, it's all about forming the good habits. It's your daily practice. This is a Taoist principle. It's called the principle of eternal practice. It doesn't matter if you're practicing martial arts or whatever it is that you're doing. Now, in breaking patterns, the definition of insanity is doing the same things again and again, expecting different results. Albert Einstein says, any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. Okay. Socrates has said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. That's from Socrates. Another quote from Socrates: it is possible that a man could live twice as long if he didn't spend the first half of his life acquiring habits that shortens the other half. So what you want to do is get out of your comfort zone. Don't just tolerate, and don't just settle for less. So when we're stuck in these patterns and these bad habits, we want to get out of them. So one of the ways to start to get out of them is to change our mind. And this is called, the Chinese call this the monkey mind, which is like the madness or the craziness. So good way to do that is to daily meditate. And I'll make some other videos on meditation and how to meditate. And I've written a book on it. I'll put in the link in the description as well. The Chinese have 3 perspectives about life: the way you see yourself, the way others see you, and then the difference equals the truth. So what you'd want to do is figure out what motivates you. This is figuring out your why. What are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? There's 2 main things that motivate us. Because to get to discipline, it doesn't matter what it is. You could say, I want to do this to get that. You want to be like a reward-based thing. And that comes down to the 5 different ways of obedience, which I'll make another video about that. But there's 2 main things that motivate us in life, and that's pleasure and then pain, or avoiding pain. Your subconscious mind is programmed with your habits, and this is called a paradigm. This is a subconscious part of our brain, and this is where we put in our ideas and our goals. The conscious mind must be fed. The conscious mind must feed the subconscious these good thoughts. And then it flows into our actions, and we produce our results. So an example of this is there was some boys who grew up, and they had a picture of the sailboat, and it was in front of them, in their living room, that their mom had there, and they stared at it. And then when they grew up, you'll never guess what they wanted to be. They wanted to become sailors, because you see, this is called programming. So you must reprogram your mind to create these new habits. You must empty your mind of all the negative thoughts first, and then you can fill it with the great thoughts. You must empty it first. When you fill it with the great thoughts, these flow into your actions. One way to do this is to use images, use visualization techniques, use a dream board. Psychologists have proven that when we write down our feelings and our goals, we can begin to change them. Take your negative thoughts, write them down, and then burn them on paper. Use a journal. The journal is very important because this is how you record your feelings, and so that you can know what you need to change. If you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like doing something, make note of it. And then over a course of a couple months, you'll see the patterns, and you'll be able to do it's called a pattern interrupt. It's like when a record is skipping and then it gets bumped. So nothing in life stays at rest. Just keep moving. You want to be consistent with your thoughts, feelings, and actions and emotions. This is called to being congruent and being in harmony. So you must change your praxis. This is a practical application in theory of breaking your patterns. So head on over to mastermarketertips.com to get free marketing training today. Thank you.